Good afternoon, and welcome to the 2024 Okaloosa Schools Academic Tournament. This year we have 6 schools from Okaloosa County going head-to-head in a double elimination tournament format. These standout students will be displaying their knowledge of math, science, history, fine arts and literature, pop culture, and more to determine our tournament champion for 2024. I'm your host and moderator, Stella Versweivelt. Lisa Nall will be our timekeeper and scorekeeper, while Howard White and Terry Wade will serve as our chief judges and make the decisions on all things official. Howard White is a retired engineer. The first half of his career, he studied explosion effects on protective structures for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers in Mississippi. In 2002, he moved to Eglin and worked at the Air Force Research Laboratory, researching various ordnance technologies. He retired in 2020 after a 37-year career with the Department of Defense. Terry Wade is a native of Niceville, Florida, and graduated from Niceville High School and received a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering at the University of South Alabama. He has a 31-year career primarily designing fielded radio frequency and digital products. He works on Eglin Air Force Base at the J-Primes Test Facility, an RF anechoic chamber for aircraft electronic warfare testing. His current design is a cognitive electronic warfare receiver. Today's teams are from Walton Beach High School and Collegiate High School. We're going to take a quick break to hear from our other Okaloosa County schools, and we'll be back in a moment to meet our team members. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and introduce our coaches and our teams for today's match. From Fort Walton Beach High School, our coach is Aurelia Bunescu, and the team members are
Alessandro Schofrin, senior.
William Kiker, junior.
Isaac Noah, junior.
Chloe Smith, sophomore.
And from Collegiate High School, our coach is Alyssa Miller, and our team members are
Mason Pierce, this is sophomore.
Kata Daigle, senior. Colby Daigle, senior.
Daniel Carreri, senior.
And now we'll start with round 9, and our toss-up number 1 is a miscellaneous question. Obtained from the forequarter of a cow, this type of meat includes part of the cow's shoulder blade and is often cut into pot roast, 7-bone roast, or flat iron steak, or simply ground into high-quality hamburger meat. Identify this type of beef that is also both a word meaning to throw very hard.
Chuck.
That's correct. Okay, your bonus question is in math. Pencils and paper ready. 2 times a number z plus the square root of z equals 12 minus the square root of z. Part A. Starting to solve this equation gives this expression as equal to 2 times the square root of z.
I missed part of it. I didn't.
Okay, part B. Further algebra creates the equation z squared minus 13z plus 36 equals 0. Factoring that equation gives these 2 positive integers as solutions for z.
9 and 4, right?
9 and 4?
No, one of them has to be a negative.
Both are negative.
Yeah, negative 9, negative 4.
So 9 and 4.
Negative 9, negative 4.
Z equals 9 and 4.
That is correct.
Yeah.
All right, toss-up question number 2. The subject is history. As Crown Prince, he was forced to watch the execution of his friend Hans Hermann von Katte. As king, he used French advisors to modernize his country. He also took over Silesia as part of the War of the Austrian Succession, started the 7 Years' War by invading Saxony.
Frederick the Great?
That's correct. Your bonus for Walton is in science. The 7 major stars within this constellation make up what is called the Big Dipper. Part A. Identify this constellation named for a mammal.
Like the,
Ursa Major.
yeah, you're right. Ursa Major.
That's correct. Part B. Its stars, Merak and Dubhe, can be used to locate this star whose fixed position helps with navigation.
Just the North Star. Yeah, the North Star.
That is also correct. Okay, toss-up number 3 is in math. Pencils and paper ready. Give the 2 factors of the trinomial x squared minus 9x minus 22.
X minus 11 times x plus 2.
That is correct. Your bonus is in social sciences. Name these U.S. states from their top landmarks as chosen by the Travel Channel. Part A, the Blues Trail with stops honoring the births of B.B. King and Elvis Presley.
The Blues Trail. Like
Tennessee, maybe?
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Tennessee.
No, the answer is Mississippi. Part B, Camel's Hump, a peak within the Green Mountains that appears on the state's quarter.
The Green Mountains.
Oregon's my best guess.
I have 2 very different guesses. Oregon.
That is not correct. The answer was Vermont.
Oh.
Vermont. Okay, toss-up number 4 is in science. This technique can be performed by ion exchange, surface adsorption, partition, or size exclusion. The mobile phase of this technique dissolves a mixture in a fluid or gas and carries it through a plate or sheet that contains a material called the stationary phase. Identify this chemistry lab technique originally used to separate the pigments of a plant by their color when seen on paper.
Calorimetry.
That is not correct.
Chromatography.
That is correct. Chromatography. Your bonus is in literature, Collegiate. This epic tells the story of the Trojans who wandered after losing the Trojan War and ended up in what is now Italy. Part A. Identify this long poem by Virgil, whose main character becomes the ancestor of the Romans.
The Ennead.
Aeneid.
That is correct. Part B. Aeneas, the main character, stops in Carthage on his way to Italy and meets this queen who falls in love with him and then takes her own life when he leaves her.
Dido.
That is correct. All right, toss-up number 5 is in social studies. Things to do near this state capital include rafting the James River and visiting both the Maggie Walker National Historic Site and the King's Dominion Amusement Park. Patrick Henry said, "Give me liberty or give me death." In what city whose Monument Avenue no longer displays Confederate statues even though the city served as the Confederacy's?
Richmond.
That is correct. Your bonus is in fine arts. Answer these about the Italian artist Tintoretto. Part A. His set of paintings for the Gonzaga family was later purchased by Maximilian II Emanuel, who placed them in this German city's museum, the Alte Pinakothek.
Okay, so is it just like that'd be a good guess, I think. I don't know what else it would be, or maybe Munich, but like Berlin.
The answer was Munich. Part B. His painting of Paradise, nearly 70 feet long and 30 feet high, was made for the palace inhabited by the man who held this title while ruling over the city of Venice before it became part of Italy.
What? So the title of the person who runs Venice, like the merchant, the minister. Sure, the minister of Venice.
No, that is incorrect. It is Doge.
Oh.
Toss-up number 6 is in fine arts. This composer was given a year's leave by Joseph II to write the first opera ever performed at La Scala in Milan. He later wrote the opera Tarare that was first performed in Paris. In his final years, he taught the future composers Beethoven and Schubert, as well as Franz, a son of his rival Mozart. Name this Italian composer accused of poisoning Mozart in the movie Amadeus.
Vivaldi.
That is not correct.
Halls.
That is not correct. The answer was Antonio Salieri. Okay, toss-up number 7 is in math. Pencils and paper ready. Find the acceleration of a particle moving along the curve y equals 2t cubed plus 5t squared plus 9t minus 53 at time t equals 3 seconds.
Can you repeat the time, please?
Time equals 3 seconds.
46.
Yes, that is correct. Bonus number 7 is in language arts. Spell these words from the 3rd round of the 2023 National Spelling Bee. Part A, pathologist, a doctor who studies
wait.
diseases.
It's just Pathologist, right? Yeah, okay. Pathologist.
That is correct. Okay. Part B, accreditation, the state of becoming qualified to do something.
Oh, I got it. It's like that, right? It's ACCREDITATION.
That is correct.
Okay.
All right, toss-up number 8 is in social sciences. This system was first put into practice during World War I to conserve natural resources. During most of World War II, this system was implemented year-round. Later, it was put in place nationwide and
Daylight savings time?
that is correct. Your bonus for Walton is in math. Pencils and paper ready. A quadrilateral has angles 2x degrees, quantity 3x minus 8 degrees, 4x plus 12 degrees, and x minus 24 degrees.
Okay.
Part A, find the value of x.
They all add to
What's the
3.
second?
It's x minus 24, so it's what? X minus 24 plus 2x plus 3x minus 8 plus 4x plus 12 equals 360. 1x, 3x, 6x, 7x, to minus 24 plus 3 minus 21, minus frickin' some number.
36.
36.
No, the answer was 38.
Oh.
38. Part B, what is the largest angle of the 4?
Just that one. But you plug in x equals 38. 38 plus 12. 120, 132 plus 8 times 4. What's 8 times 4? 24. 132 plus 24. 132 plus 24 is, or no, plus 32. 166.
6.
No, it was 164. Calculator was almost working. Okay, that is the end of the first half. We'll be back in a moment with our score. Welcome back. We have a halftime score of Fort Walton Beach 90, Collegiate 50. We have one substitution from Fort Walton Beach, and we'll let him introduce himself now.
Elijah Kilpatrick, senior.
Okay, now we're moving on to toss-up question number 9. The subject is science. Considered a fish because of its gills, this creature used in Chinese medicine has nearly 50 species that include pygmy, spiny, hedgehog, and giraffe. It uses its curly tail to keep itself in place while looking.
Seahorse.
That is correct. History is your bonus subject. Collegiate. Okay, answer these about the French Revolution.
Yes.
Part A. During this scary 15-month period in 1793 and 1794, some 17,000 people were executed.
Oh, what's the name of the period? Oh, okay.
The Reformation, maybe?
No.
Time.
No.
Okay, the answer was Reign of Terror, the Reign of Terror.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Part B. This proponent of the Reign of Terror was a leader of the Jacobins until a backlash against his extremism led to his own execution in July 1794.
It's not Lafayette. It's not. It's not Lafayette. Lafayette lived. It's the other one.
Is it a Louis?
Is it a Louis? No. Well, yeah, sure. Go for a Louis.
Which number? Louis.
17.
The answer was Maximilien Robespierre. Okay. Toss-up question number 10 is in language arts. It is one of the German language's 4 grammatical cases along with accusative, dative, and genitive. Name this grammatical case exemplified by the personal pronouns I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. The case commonly used for the subjects of sentences.
Normative?
That is not correct.
Nominative.
Yes, that is correct. Your bonus is in fine arts. Answer these about French composer Maurice Ravel. Part A. His rhapsody honoring the music of this country includes sections called Malagueña and Habanera.
Habanera, Spain. Spain. Or Portugal, maybe.
I was thinking Bohemian Rhapsody. Which one? Pick one.
Spain or Portugal? Spain.
Spain.
Yes, Spain is correct. Part B. Ravel is most famous now for this piece named for a Spanish dance that features 2 melodies over and over and over again.
Flamenco.
Waltz?
It sounds like the
Flamenco?
salsa. Or the salsa.
Tango.
Tango?
Send tango. That's what.
Go with it.
The tango?
That is not correct. The answer was bolero.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, toss-up 11 is in math. Pencils and paper ready. To reach the roof of a building 24 feet tall, a ladder is placed so the top of the ladder reaches the top of the house when the base of the ladder is 7 feet from the building. How long is the ladder?
Time.
The answer was 25 feet. 25 feet. All right, toss-up number 12 is in history. He made his first fortune in oil and gas before moving to Chicago and beginning the Central Trust Company of Illinois. After serving as U.S. Budget Director following World War I, he was Vice President under Calvin Coolidge. Name this Nobel Peace Prize co-winner for his post-war reparations plan that helped end Germany's hyperinflation.
Marshall?
That is not correct.
Wilson.
That is also not correct. The answer was Charles Dawes.
Dawes Act. Oh my God.
Okay, toss-up 13 is in literature. The Nobel Prize Committee said that he described the British colonial empire in positive terms, which made his poetry popular in the British Army in 1907, but less popular today. What Nobel winner's work, Plain Tales from the Hills, is a collection of stories he wrote for a newspaper in India years before he moved to Vermont and wrote the poem Gunga Din, along with stories about a boy named Mowgli.
Kipling?
Yes, that's correct.
You sure?
I'm sure. Bonus 13 is in history. Identify these religions begun in the United States. Part A. Mary Baker Eddy's 1875 book, Science and Health with Key to the Scriptures, which explains the tenets of this faith she started, can be read nationwide in this faith's reading rooms.
Is it Christian Science?
Could it be Scientology?
No, because I think that would mention like Hubbard and stuff. Christian Science?
That is correct.
Okay.
Part B. 2023 marks 200 years since this faith's founder, Joseph Smith, was
Mormon, yeah.
first told of a set of gold plates with writings he would later translate into English.
Mormonism?
Yes, that is also correct. All right, toss-up 14 is in social sciences. Put aside for some 25 years and then worked on again by 3 members of the group after its lead singer was killed, this song was finally put together in 2023 after technology allowed the separation of John Lennon's piano part from his vocals. Give the 3-word title of this most recent song by the Beatles.
We're so back.
No.
No, that is not correct.
Now and Forever?
Close. Now and Then. Now and Then is the title. Okay, toss-up 15 is in literature. This situation is the backdrop for the works The English Patient, A Bell for Adano, When the Emperor Was Divine, and Catch-22. What armed conflict is also...
World War II?
That is correct. Your bonus is in history. Now 88 years old as of 2023, he was recognized at age 2 as the 14th man to hold this title and the reincarnation of the 13th man with that title. Part A. Give the 2-word title of this Buddhist figure whose real name is Tenzin Gyatso.
It's the, first of all, Gyatso. Second of all, the Dalai Lama, right? Okay. The Dalai Lama?
Yes, that is correct. Part B. Though he lives in exile in India, the Dalai Lama is considered the patron saint of this once independent country controlled by China since 1959.
Yeah, just about right. Yeah. Tibet?
Yes, that is also correct. Toss-up 16, the subject is miscellaneous. This first 3-time All-American in his sport was also the first man inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame as both a player and a coach. His 10 national championships in the 1960s and 1970s included 2 while coaching Bill Walton and 3 more while coaching Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Identify this legendary UCLA coach nicknamed the Wizard of Westwood.
Smith.
No, the answer is John Wooden. Your question is, consisting of mucous membrane tissue, its marginal and attached areas have a coral pink color when healthy. But when unhealthy, it's bright red and puffy and bleeds at the slightest touch from a dental probe. Name this part of your mouth whose inflammation is called gingivitis and helps keep...
The gums.
Yes, that is correct. Okay, your bonus is in science. Give these terms from nuclear power. Part A, type of water where the hydrogen atoms are replaced with deuterium atoms.
Heavy water.
Yes, that is correct. Part B, the process of a nucleus absorbing a neutron, becoming unstable and splitting into 2.
Fission. Fission.
Yes, that is also correct. Okay, toss-up 17, the subject is history. This nation, governed by 2 captains regent, is said to have been founded by a stonemason in 301 AD. Only about 1/3 the size of Washington, D.C., with a population of 35,000, this nation, located near the Adriatic Sea...
San Marino?
Yes, that is correct. Your bonus is in literature. Thomas Gray wrote one of these poems in a country churchyard. Part A. Name this type of poem often created as the result of a deeply felt grief.
Depressioso.
No. It's not haiku is it? There's a word for it. That's a something monologue.
The answer was elegy. Elegy. Part B. One phrase in the poem is far from the madding crowd, used by this British author as a novel title.
I don't know. 20?
Robert Frost, guys.
No, Frost. Go with
Twain.
No, the answer was Thomas Hardy. Thomas Hardy.
Yeah, we don't know.
Okay, toss-up 18 is in science. Pencils and paper ready. Calculate the potential energy in joules stored in a spring with a spring constant of 50 newtons per meter that is compressed into a coil until it is 20 centimeters shorter than its full length.
$10,000 joules.
That is not correct.
9,000 joules.
That is not correct. The answer is 1 joule. 1 joule. That's the end of our match. We'll be back in a moment with our final score.
I chose to come to Collegiate High School because you get free college and your high school diploma at the same time, and that's the best opportunity for any high school student.
I wanted to grow as an individual, and so I decided to move here to not be grouped into these different categories that you'd find in like traditional high schools.
I came to Collegiate because I wanted to get used to college work and just being in a college environment before I actually move on to a bigger university.
The thing that makes Collegiate High different from other schools in Okaloosa County is that we're a small school. Students that attend the Collegiate High School are not just a number. We know students by name because of the small school atmosphere.
So what's great about this school is that all the faculty are here to help you.
They want them to excel in their academic life and personal life.
At the other schools, I felt like I wasn't quite being challenged enough in all the fields, but here it's like, you have teachers that teach you well, and they teach you what's going to be applied in the future.
Many students think that if you go to Collegiate, you can't play sports, you can't be in music, you can't be a high school student, but I still went to homecoming. I still went to the football games. I had fun with all my friends. And Collegiate doesn't take that away from you. It adds on to your amazing personality.
In order to be successful at Collegiate High School, motivation, student motivation. You have to be academically motivated because you'll be academically challenged.
But when you go to a university, they'll see that you're dedicated and you're willing to take the course load that you'll be taking.
Let's say if you come one thought. This thought is that you are unstoppable. Because if you come here thinking, there's going to be too much work, there will be. It's not an easy school, it's a tough school. But you're going to come, and if you come thinking that nothing will stop, you will be successful, and you will be a college student.
We have a final score of Collegiate 120, Fort Walton Beach 150. Thank you to all the students who participated in today's match, and thank you viewers for tuning in to watch this exciting event. We'd also like to thank our corporate sponsors, Microsystems Incorporated and Master Wall Incorporated. Stay tuned next time for further tournament action, and good night.